Coming back to this, it's extremely important for all of us. This is not to be left to a few experts that our legislatures function effectively. I mean, all of us are voters, right? All of us have a stake in it. And the reason it's important for all of us that parliament and state legislatures function well is that they are the key institution for the future of our republic. And we need, if we want to have our freedoms, if we want to have a welfare state, we need these guys to be effective. So we need to work towards that. I have three reforms that I have a multiple number of things that I think we need to do. I have three particular reforms. I think I've already taken close to 25 minutes plus. So I'll just quickly mention them and I can address them in the Q&A if somebody has them. Okay. First and the most important is, I think the anti-defection law, which all of us know about, I think it has no place in a democracy, should not exist. It's not a question of making it stronger, should not exist. And I'll tell you why. What is the role of an MP? We vote for an MP, and the MP votes on our behalf and takes decisions on our behalf and to represent our interests in parliament. But let us say there is an MP who has a particular belief on a particular item, and that also matches with the interests of the constituency. And the party says no, but vote the other way. The MP has no choice but to vote the other way against the MP's conscience, against the interests of the constituency. Otherwise, the MP loses a seat, and whoever is going to do that. So the anti-defection law completely negates the whole idea of a representative democracy. I think Supreme Court erred in not striking it down on basic features, on basic structure. It, according to me, goes against the basic structure of a parliamentary democracy by making an MP a representative of the party and not a representative of the people of the constituency. And there are multiple problems which come with that. One major problem is, and I'll connect that to the second thing, which is that all of us have, I'm sure, seen the American elections, especially president's election, because it makes good TV and they show it well. It's good fun. And if you see, for example, last election, Biden, who had been a senator for a long time, people were asking him questions. And even in the primaries, when the other people who were senators were standing, people are asking them questions about their voting record. Why did you take this position in the Senate or in the House? And they had to defend them. And that is one way of holding them accountable. Here, the MP has a cop-out. It's an easy way. MP will say, I didn't have a choice. The party told me. If I voted anywhere else, I would have lost my job. So I had no choice. So the anti-defection law completely takes the accountability of the MP to the people. So just to repeat that, the accountability of the government to the people in a parliamentary democracy like us is a two-step function. The government is accountable to parliament, and each parliamentarian is accountable to the constituency, because we can kick them out come next election. And the parliament can kick out the government through a no confidence motion. That's how the accountability chain works. We have spoiled both that with the anti-defection. And even more so, my second part is, we don't even know which way the MPs voted, because most votes happen through a voice vote. So the speaker says, those in favor say aye, people say aye, those against say no, people say no, and the speaker says, okay, I think more people have said aye. So the ayes have it. That's it. We don't have a record on who voted which way. So I live in New Delhi. My representative is Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi. I have no idea which way she voted, because it's not that I have no idea. Nobody has an idea, because, or even whether she was in the house, because there's no record of that. We don't do that. So there is a process in parliament. Any MP can ask for something called a division, and then you have seen in some votes, they say recorded, and there's a button and there's a screen on which it comes. My contention is that that should be there for every major vote. Third one, and I'll just stop with that. I have many more, but I thought I'll stop at 3, is if we want our parliamentarians to be effective, we have to give them the tools to be effective, which includes some of the things that we are doing. For example, PRS core role, one of its core roles is to provide research to MPs on every bill that comes. So MPs have no research support whatsoever. So if your MP needs to take a decision on, let's say, some issue related to water, some issue related to defense, some issue related to education, some issue related to insolvency code, how can anyone know all of these? Good democracies have research supports built in. We don't. So that we need to do. And we need to actually equip our MPs with the tools that they need to do their functions better if they want to.